Good days, friends. I am Dr. Yang. It is a genuine pleasure to be with you today. As we gather here, I want you to take a moment and think about how you're feeling. Right now, in this very moment. Do you have that spring in your step you remember from years ago? Or perhaps you're feeling a bit more creaky in the joints, a little more tired in the afternoons, or maybe you're managing a constant, low-level ache that has simply become a part of your daily life. If that sounds familiar, please know that you are not alone. So many of us in our senior years accept these changes as an inevitable part of aging, a slow and steady decline that we must simply endure. But what if I told you that one of the most powerful tools to combat this decline is not found in a prescription bottle, but in your very own kitchen? Today, we are going to talk about a silent force that profoundly impacts how we feel every single day: inflammation. And more importantly, we are going to explore 10 powerful, research-backed anti-inflammatory foods that can help you unlock more energy, experience less pain, and achieve better overall health. First, we must understand our adversary. Inflammation is not always the villain it's made out to be. In fact, acute inflammation is a lifesaver. If you cut your finger, the area becomes red, warm, and swollen. This is your immune system sending its heroic white blood cells to the site to fight infection and begin healing. This is a good, necessary, and temporary process. The problem we face is not acute inflammation, but chronic inflammation. This is a slow, smoldering, invisible fire that burns within the body for months, years, even decades. Unlike the acute kind, this fire does not help, it harms. It silently damages our tissues, our arteries, and even our brain cells. This chronic inflammation is a key driver behind the very conditions we often associate with aging: arthritis pain, heart disease, cognitive decline, diabetes, and that overwhelming feeling of fatigue. The fantastic news, supported by a mountain of scientific research, is that our lifestyle choices, and most notably our diet, are the primary fuel for this fire. The standard Western diet, high in processed foods, sugars, unhealthy fats, and refined carbohydrates, is like pouring gasoline on the flames of inflammation. But the reverse is also true. By choosing the right foods, we can actively pour water on those flames. We can calm the internal storm. This is the power of anti-inflammatory eating. It is not a restrictive diet, it is a joyful, delicious, and empowering way of choosing foods that actively work to heal your body from the inside out. So, let's move from the problem to the solution. Let's talk about the first, and perhaps most celebrated, category of anti-inflammatory foods: fatty fish. I am speaking of salmon, mackerel, sardines, and herring. These fish are nutritional powerhouses because they are rich in long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. Decades of research have consistently shown that these omega-3s are potent inflammation fighters. They work by producing compounds called resolvins and protectins that actively tell your immune system to stand down, to stop the inflammatory response. For us seniors, this translates directly into less joint pain and stiffness associated with arthritis. Studies have shown that regular consumption of fatty fish can reduce the need for anti-inflammatory medication. Furthermore, these same fats are incredible for brain health, supporting memory and cognitive function, and for heart health, reducing triglycerides and protecting our arteries. I recommend aiming for 2 servings of fatty fish per week. A baked salmon fillet, a tuna salad made with olive oil, or even some sardines on whole grain toast are all wonderful ways to welcome this powerful food into your life. Next, we have a true gem of nature: leafy green vegetables. Think spinach, kale, collard greens, and Swiss chard. These are not just your mother's advice anymore, this is solid science. Leafy greens are packed with antioxidants and key vitamins, most notably vitamin K. Vitamin K has been shown to powerfully regulate our inflammatory response. The deeper the green, the more potent the anti-inflammatory effect. These vegetables are also rich in fiber, which feeds the good bacteria in our gut. Why is that important? Because a healthy gut is the command center for a healthy immune system, and a well-functioning immune system is less prone to chronic inflammation. Adding leafy greens to your diet can be as simple as tossing a handful of spinach into a morning smoothie, sautéing some kale with garlic as a side dish, or creating a large, vibrant salad as a main course. Our third powerful food is one of the most versatile and beloved, the humbleberry. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are little explosions of anti-inflammatory goodness. Their secret weapon is a class of antioxidants called anthocyanins. These are the compounds that give berries their brilliant red, blue, and purple hues. Anthocyanins work by neutralizing free radicals, those unstable molecules that cause oxidative stress and ignite inflammation throughout the body. For seniors, this is crucial for protecting brain cells from damage and for maintaining motor and cognitive function. The fiber in berries also helps slow sugar absorption, preventing the blood sugar spikes that can themselves be inflammatory. Enjoy a cup of mixed berries as a snack, sprinkle them on your oatmeal, or blend them into a refreshing smoothie. Number 4 on our list might surprise you with its potency, the extra virgin olive oil. This cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet is far more than just a fat. True, high-quality extra virgin olive oil contains a phenolic compound called oleocanthal. Researchers have discovered that oleocanthal functions in a way strikingly similar to ibuprofen, a common nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drug. It inhibits the same inflammatory enzymes. So, in a very real sense, drizzling extra virgin olive oil on your salad is like taking a gentle, natural anti-inflammatory. It has been linked to reduced risk of heart disease and cognitive decline. The key is to use it at low temperatures or unheated to preserve these delicate compounds. Use it in your salad dressings, drizzle it over cooked vegetables, or use it for dipping bread. Our fifth food is a tiny but mighty warrior, the nut, and in particular, walnuts. While all nuts are beneficial, walnuts stand out because they are the only nut that contains a significant amount of the plant-based omega-3 fatty acid, ALA. They are also packed with antioxidants and magnesium, which has also been shown to help curb inflammation. Studies have shown that people who regularly consume nuts have lower levels of inflammatory markers in their blood. They are a perfect snack for sustained energy, helping to avoid the mid-afternoon slump. However, a word of caution, nuts are calorie-dense. A small handful, about 1 ounce, a day is all you need to reap the benefits without overdoing it. Number 6 brings us to a vibrant and sunny spice, turmeric. For thousands of years, turmeric has been a staple of Ayurvedic medicine, and modern science has now confirmed why. The active compound in turmeric is called curcumin, and it is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory substances ever studied. Its effects are so potent that research has compared it favorably to some pharmaceutical anti-inflammatories, but without the side effects. Curcumin works by blocking a molecule called NF-κB, which is like a master switch that turns on inflammation in our cells. The challenge with curcumin is that it is poorly absorbed by our bodies. But there is a simple, ancient trick to solve this: combine it with black pepper. Piperine, a compound in black pepper, enhances the absorption of curcumin by a staggering 2000%. So, add turmeric to your curries, soups, and stews, but always remember to add a pinch of black pepper. The 7th food on our list is a familiar friend, the tomato. The incredible power of the tomato lies in its high concentration of lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that gives tomatoes their rich red color. Lycopene is exceptionally effective at fighting inflammation, particularly in the lungs and brain. Interestingly, our bodies can absorb lycopene more easily from cooked tomatoes. So, while a fresh tomato salad is wonderful, don't forget about tomato sauce, tomato soup, and even sun-dried tomatoes. Cooking them with a healthy fat like olive oil enhances absorption even further. Number 8 is a food that truly nourishes us from the inside out: whole grains. I am not talking about refined grains like white bread or white pasta, which can actually be inflammatory. I am talking about true whole grains like oats, quinoa, brown rice, and barley. These grains are rich in fiber, and as we touched on earlier, fiber is essential for feeding the beneficial bacteria in our gut. A healthy gut microbiome is a critical line of defense against systemic inflammation. Furthermore, whole grains help keep our blood sugar stable, preventing the spikes and crashes that can lead to inflammation and energy slumps. Starting your day with a bowl of oatmeal is one of the best gifts you can give your body for sustained energy and inflammation control. Our 9th food is a delicious and comforting legume: beans and lentils. Whether it's black beans, chickpeas, kidney beans, or red lentils, these foods are fantastic sources of protein, fiber, and folate. Their anti-inflammatory power comes from their incredible combination of antioxidants and fiber. The fiber slows digestion, preventing blood sugar spikes, and it ferments in the gut to produce short-chain fatty acids, which have direct anti-inflammatory effects in the colon and throughout the body. Beans and lentils are incredibly versatile. Add them to soups, salads, and stews to create filling, nutritious, and budget-friendly meals that fight inflammation all day long. Finally, number 10 is a crisp and hydrating vegetable: bell peppers. Both sweet bell peppers and the spicy chili peppers are incredibly rich in vitamin C and antioxidants like quercetin. Vitamin C is a powerhouse antioxidant that protects cells from inflammatory damage and is crucial for a healthy immune system. The vibrant red, yellow, and orange peppers are particularly high in these beneficial compounds. They are wonderful eaten raw with a healthy dip, sliced into strips for a stir-fry, or roasted to bring out their natural sweetness. My dear friends, there you have it. 10 powerful, delicious, and accessible foods that can actively help you reduce chronic inflammation. This is not about a short-term diet or deprivation. This is about a sustainable and enjoyable shift in how you eat. It is about adding in these incredible foods, one meal at a time. Start small. Perhaps this week, you commit to adding a handful of berries to your breakfast. Next week, you try a new recipe with salmon. The week after, you make a big pot of lentil soup. These small, consistent choices compound over time to create a profound impact on your health. Imagine having more energy to play with your grandchildren. Imagine walking through the park with less pain in your knees. Imagine feeling sharper, clearer, and more vibrant in your mind. This is not just a dream, it is a very real possibility that is within your grasp. You have the power to influence how you age. You can choose to fuel your body with foods that heal rather than harm. This message is too important to keep to ourselves. If you found this information helpful, if you feel inspired to make a positive change, I urge you to share this knowledge. Talk to your friends over coffee. Share this speech with your family. Click that like button if you will, and subscribe to our channel for more practical, research-backed advice on living your healthiest, most vibrant life in your senior years. By sharing, you are not just passing along information, you are potentially helping a friend feel better. You are contributing to a community of health and support. Thank you for your time and attention today. Remember, your journey to less pain, more energy, and better health begins with your very next meal. Make it a powerful one. Thank you, and be well.